How do you find the strength to pick yourself up after having difficult life experiences? A 1960s Frank Sinatra song offers advice for you, contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Now nothing's impossible, I've found, for when my chin is on the ground, I pick myself up, dust myself off, and start all over again. Don't lose your confidence. If you slip, be grateful for a pleasant trip, and dust yourself off, start over. Work like a soul inspired until the battle of the day is won. You may be sick and tired, but you be a man, my son. Will you remember the famous men who have to fall to rise again? So take a deep breath, pick yourself up, and start all over again. Often we are the last to know that we possess a reservoir of strength and the ability to persevere. I remember my mother telling me that while I had my fair share of bad luck, she was impressed with my ability to recover yet again. Her observation surprised me. I began to think about what it was I was doing that gave me the strength to pick myself up. When I see the successes of people who have overcome great difficulties, I gain strength from their stories. Mark Black of Dieppe spent his first 23 years dealing with congenital heart disease. He was able to lead a mostly normal life. Then, May 2000, things took a turn for the worst. He learned that he needed a life-saving heart and lung transplant. Mark began a journey that would change his life forever. It wasn't until September 2002 that a donor was finally found. Since then, Mark has been healthy enough to run in 4 marathons and 5 half marathons. The positive way in which Mark dealt with his illness led him to find a new career. He began to share the lessons he learned about life during his illness at service clubs and schools in the Dieppe area. Once he gained experience and confidence, he became a professional speaker. Mark could have been singing. Now nothing's impossible, I've found, for when my chin is on the ground, I pick myself up, dust myself off, and start over again. Picture 4 little girls laughing with glee, repeatedly falling and getting back on. We were learning to keep our balance while riding bareback and trotting our ponies in circles. No one was there to criticize us for failure or to protect us for our own good. We delighted in each other's determination to get back on and try again. We could have been singing, "Don't lose your confidence if you slip, be grateful for a pleasant trip, and pick yourself up, dust off, and start over again." Mark's story is an inspirational one as an example of someone that is recovered from a physical challenge. But what about gaining your strength and inspiration from someone that has to recover from a personal tragedy? Jeannie Rochette skated her heart out to win a bronze medal at the Vancouver Olympics, less than a week after her mother's sudden death. Who didn't cry after watching her performance? Her effort was considered one of the greatest of the 2010 Games. Could Joni's mother have been singing to her? Work like a soul inspired until the battle of the day is done. You may be sick and tired, but you be a woman, my dear. Be inspired by great successes, because there are many of them. Devin Brooks co-founded Blow Dry Bar, a franchise with 21 locations in U.S. and Canada. At 25, Devin is all about paying it forward. She became Canadian Youth Business Federation's youngest mentor. The most remarkable part of Devin's story is a personal one. She was assaulted in 2 separate incidents at 18 and 21. Devin had to pick herself up while recovering from post-traumatic stress. Now she is an advocate for speaking up against rape and sexual assault. She gave an inspirational speech that you can watch on YouTube called Talking Trauma, Transforming Truth. Devin continues to promote confronting one's issues and learning to cope when life gets messy. We all should sing. Will you remember the famous men who had to fall to rise again? So take a deep breath, pick yourself up, and start all over again. Gain strength when you see the successes of others. Every time I see you picking yourself up and starting again, I gain strength with you.